So some people might ask me why I like to work with up and coming artists, and I'll tell you this, because they are so much more appreciative of what I have to offer. That's real simple. No, but real talk. What I would say to an up and coming artist who is doing everything themselves, which I understand, right? But you have people out there who are up and coming artists, and then they have this mentality, or they say stuff like, man, you got to do it, whatever, or you ain't doing enough. Because, sometimes they don't take care of their responsibilities. So they neglect their responsibilities all because they're thinking about fortune and fame. And, in reality, the fortune and fame lifestyle isn't what you really think it is. You're just like on the outside looking in, and you don't necessarily understand all the things that go on behind closed doors, the deals, uneducated people that come in there and they get upset because they don't understand business or the deals and all this other good stuff. So what I would say is, I'm just going to use myself as an example. When I first started recording music and like mixing myself, when I first did it, I was like, man, this shit go hard, right? And then as you continue to do something with anything that you do, you get better, right? This is why I like to keep my old stuff around, because I go back and listen to it. Because like back then, I didn't hear how bad a quality it was, right? But then once you get exposure, you learn something, you start getting better, you go back and listen to it, and you're like, dang, this shit was bad. The levels was off. This is too high. It's just hurting your ears, right? So that's what I would say to like some of the artists out here. Is like, you can have potential and quality. You can have all of it in the world, but none of that matters when you're trying to get, like, let's say somebody on a high level like Ice Cube or somebody, or a really good engineer. They spend all their time listening to a certain quality, a certain level. So if you bring them anything less than that, they're not going to hear potential. They're going to hear noise, because they're used to a certain quality. So what I would tell you is, there's nothing wrong with you learning how to become an engineer. Just beware and cautious that there are probably some engineers out there who don't want you to learn how to become an engineer, because that's, at the end of the day, that's taking money out of their pocket. But, they charging what they charging. It's probably why you decided to invest your money in yourself and go learn how to be an engineer, because some of them ain't making money the way they used to back in the day, and they trying to, make up for what they're losing, because it ain't booming like that for everybody. So you just have to keep those things in mind, right? So, there's nothing wrong with you learning how to mix and master, right? But I'm gonna say, until you can get the skill down, understand like with the frequencies and the levels, and when to use something, when not to use something, and then taking into account your creative control, I would say find you a good engineer and have them mix your stuff for you, because it's not about potential. It's not about being capable of singing, dancing, or rapping. Like, you don't even, the level that the music industry is on, just from my perspective, it's not even about the music when it comes to the business point of it. I mean, at the end of the day, to me, they're just sales representatives, right? Because the more relevant you are, then companies will be like, okay, well, we want to sponsor you, or we want you to do a commercial for this, or we want you to talk about my product. They're not going to pay you to do none of that if you're not relevant. So it don't matter. Like, you will notice, like, some people that was like at the top in the 90s, they not necessarily at the top in 2023. So I wouldn't expect some of them to get like a really big deal when it comes from these businesses. Like, for us, yes, they got that super high respect, whatever. But it ain't about us. It's these businesses that they're paying for relevance at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So your quality, if that's the lifestyle that you want, and that's where you're trying to go, you need to put money into your product. Like, for me, most of the stuff I have out, I'm on a budget, okay? I'm on a budget. So I don't be putting money into stuff like that. But like, I'm not about to market and promote nothing I think is not a really good quality. So most of the stuff I have out, I know it probably could have been better quality than what it is. So, but to me, that's a waste of money to put some money behind marketing and promoting it, because the quality to me is not good for me. You know what I mean? Because I know it could be better. So it's not good enough for me to put money on and market it. But for your stuff, like, I would recommend that you pay somebody, like, you go get you a really good engineer, listen to some samples, listen to some of the work they had, go listen. If you want to sing rock and you think they mix some rock songs, go listen to the rock songs and see if you like the quality of the mix that they did. And then you pay them and you stick with them and you pay them. And then you make sure you got your agreements and money in order and straight. You make sure they ain't somebody that's taking your beat, selling it, or recreating your beat and trying to sell it off to their partners or to give it to their art. You make sure you find you a good person. You get the copies of your session, and you do business. You feel me? You document stuff, keep your receipts, and you do that till you learn how to do it yourself. At the end of the day, that's what I would tell you. That's what I'm gonna tell you.